Hey there, what if I told you that you could get a place in poly even before you finish your O-levels? What if I told you that you could get a place in your dream polytechnic course based on the skill that you have? For example, because you can talk very well, you can sing in a very nice tone, okay, or you are very active in the community. Hi there, my name is Ritz, and today I'm going to tell you, okay, the world's best known secret called the early admissions exercise by the polytechnics. So what is EAE? EAE stands for Early Admissions Exercise, an exercise that is done by all the polytechnics in Singapore to give you a place in their polytechnic even before the release of the results. So how cool is that? So wouldn't you want to grab this opportunity, right, and jump on the bandwagon and go for the EAE? Yes, right? If your answer is yes, then let me tell you how to do it. But first you might be thinking, how do the polytechnics assess whether they will accept you even before the results are released? How do they know whether you are suitable, right? So they look at two things. First, they look at your aptitude. What is aptitude? It's your ability to do things. For example, how many of you have ever played tennis or basketball or even things like badminton and squash before? And then when the ball comes and you got a racket, and then you just swing the racket. And for some of us, it's very natural. You close your eyes also, the racket will hit the shuttlecock or the tennis ball. But for some, no matter how hard you hit, you can never get it. It just means that you don't have an aptitude for these sports itself, right? So that's first, number one is aptitude. Number two is interest, okay? They will ask you this question, why do you want to go for this course? So you must show your interest, because everybody can say, alright, everybody like to say this, I have a passion for people. I have passion for leadership. I have a passion for digital marketing. But you need to show why you got this passion, okay? So what you can do is that, for example, if you want to go to a photography course, what you can show is your Instagram account, or even your Facebook photos, or even photos that you have taken maybe in your CCAs. So these are some proof that you are actually really interested in it, because they don't just want to see that you're interested, but you're actually doing something about it. So what is this process like? Very simple, right? All you have to do when the time comes, right, is to go to the portal, okay, the EAE portal, okay, you can look at the EAE portal. In the next screen, we're going to show you, alright, the EAE portal website. You can go there, and what's going to happen is that you can go there, then you register, right, and they will ask you a few questions, right? So what they will ask is this, which poly you want to go, what course. You need to be very specific about what is the course that you want to go to. Okay, so for example, if you want to go to aerospace engineering in Singapore Poly, you need to click that. Right, so they give you some choices and you have to click that, and then they will ask you this question. Alright, first question they will ask, why do you want to join this course? And this is where you will be able to share your aptitude, your interest, okay, and your passion about this course, or why aerospace engineering in the first place. And the second question that they will ask is this, do you have any special talent, skills, or achievements? This is where you can share anything like, for example, your CCAs, the leadership achievements that you have, or even things that you do with the community, some community service, right? And you can write it, right? And in order for you to justify why they should pick you itself, right? So this is called the online submission phase. Now we go to the next stage. The next stage is the selection stage. The selection stage is where they will select, alright, the candidates that they think they are suitable for the courses. Now, you are going to compete against so many people. It's like thousands and millions, maybe not millions, thousands of people who are still taking the O-levels just like you and want a place, for example, in business administration, okay, or in animation, right? So you're going to compete against them. So they will do two things. Now, for some polytechnics, what they will do is that they will make you go to an aptitude test, right? So it's a test, or maybe it's just a very simple assignment that they will ask you to come to the poly to do in order to see, okay, whether, okay, you have the natural talent and skill for that kind of thing, okay, so like architecture, animation, alright. Another thing that they will do is that they will ask you to come for an EAE interview, right, and that's where you have to be prepared to stand out from the crowd, right, because everybody that's going for the test itself and the interview has the same qualification as you, which is, okay, at the end of the day, it's an O-level certificate. So all of you are the same. So what makes you stand out from the competition? So you got to think about it, but we'll share that in our other videos later, yeah? While your passions and skills are important and the Polytechnic really appreciates, alright, your talents and skills, they also want to make sure that when you actually go to the poly, you can cope with the workload. Okay, so there are two conditions, term and conditions, criteria that you must meet. So first, your EL R2 B2 must be 26 points or below. Okay, so this is the minimum requirement. And secondly, you must also meet the course entry requirements. Right. So for example, if you want to go to Temasek Polytechnic Hospitality, and perhaps maybe the course is, the entry requirement is 19 points, right? So you must meet that 19 points, right? And they will give you a conditional offer, alright? So when the O-level result comes out, if you meet these two criteria, tada, you get to go to poly! Yay!